Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Very well.
options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction
Waiting orders
options.
at once.
Building.
Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Ready and wait. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Very well. Agreed. Agreed.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Very well. Comrade, affirmative. Reporting.
Base is under attack. Unit lost.
Comrade, affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Building. Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Building. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
New construction options. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Comrade? Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. At once.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Very well. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Comrade? Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Comrade.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Upgrade complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Unit repaired. Unit ready. Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle
Yes, sir.
reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Preparing.
sir.
Unit prepared.
Yes, sir.
Preparing.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
For centuries we have waited to emerge from the shadows.
Vehicle
and now we will
reporting.
make ourselves known.
Acknowledged.
Soon we will stand.
Comrade.
Soon
Affirmative.
We will stand. Soon we will stand invincible.
Acknowledged.
Soon we will stand. Soon we will stand.
Affirmative.
We will stand invincible.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Do not return.
Acknowledged.
No prisoners, no survivors.
If you fail, do not return.
I am the future.
Building.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Iron curtain charging. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Insufficient funds. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Of course. Very well. Very well.
Iron curtain ready.
Of course. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Awaiting orders.
Comrade? Affirmative. Waiting order.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Yes,
Prepare.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade? Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Engineering.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Comrade? Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.